I had a couple of different ideas in mind, but it is what it is. They all basically mean about the same damn thing. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hump Day. Is it already halfway through the week? Crazy. Folks, I hope your week is going pretty good. Really good. My week is kind of like hit or miss. I don't know how this week really is. I'm kind of in a state of disbelief and shock, but it is what it is. We'll get into that. It's another morning with no notes in front of me, but if it's anything like the way yesterday went, I'm quite certain it should be a relatively awesome Bobo. Shout out to everybody for taking the time to be up in here. And also, I'm going to be doing an audio test. I need to test some audio. I don't like being stuck to this microphone. I'm trying to use a different mic, and we're going to test that in a little bit just to see what that sounds like. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to test it right now, just while we're waiting on everybody to get up in here. You guys let me know, does it sound better like this, or does it sound better like this? Can you hear me like this? Let me know what this sounds like. I hope this isn't too loud. I'm turning it down just a little bit. Was it okay where it was just at? Was it not good at all? Can you not hear me at all? I got to wait for the delay to catch up to know. I can't do it on my phone either. So you guys let me know if you can hear me okay. Michelle says, or Mitch Madden says the first one sounds like shit. Oh, God, I hate that. Silly Willie says it sounds good. What's going on, Joe? Shout out to you. We're testing this audio, the first one. Damn it, man. Hold on. Bear with me. How about this? Is it any better like this? Is it horrible? I hope I'm not blowing out eardrums. Can you hear me at all? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No? Yes? Horrible? We're going to test this. We're going to test this. Let me pull it up and see what it sounds like. Silly Willie says even better. Okay. I don't want to be stuck to this microphone is my issue here. Let me see what we sound like. Holy shit, we're live. Horrible. We're going to test. Okay, that doesn't work. All right, I got it. Let me pull it up and see what it sounds like. Okay, we're back to the first mic. I got you. Hey, how do I pause this? I don't want to be stuck to. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to test it. I know why that one sounds bad because it's sitting right behind the computer. And folks, the computer sounds like an airplane. That's what all that background noise is. It wasn't any feedback. It was just it was picking up from the background of the computer. That's a fucking bomb-ass microphone right there. It's the microphone that I use to film all the videos. And I don't like being like this. My face is too beautiful. It needs to be seen. I'm not leafy as here, for God's sakes. I do have a chin. God, I am YouTube hip to the, to the things that have gone on this platform. So anyways, thank you for allowing me to test that. Thank you for bearing with me, folks. I want to start off the Bobo with a little bit of a story. It's a story. And I want to really give acknowledgement to somebody. This is not going to be any type of a funny story, so if you're here for the insanity, this ain't going to be it at all. But trust me, we probably will be getting to the insanity. Throughout the course of After Prison Show, there's been a lot of people who have been fans of the show, who have rocked with us, and some of those people who have rocked with us have done extraordinary, unbelievable things. Unbelievable things that you wouldn't even imagine take place, but they did. Part of my memoir that I should be writing, I don't have time to write a book. I just need somebody to write this book for me. Let me just narrate. Would include some of the crazy things that people have done for us. And this story that I'm getting ready to share with you is a perfect example of that. Extreme generosity to the utmost. Now, when I think of extreme generosity, a few people come to mind who have done like unbelievable things in terms of just sending us money, basically, giving us money. A couple of years ago, it was around the time that I was getting married. I remember that. And my wedding was coming up, and there was a guy who reached out via email, okay? There was a guy who reached out via email, and I get a lot of emails about a lot of different things, and I thought that this email was a scam at first because basically the title of the email was $5,000. And basically, I don't remember really the gist of the email, but I know that there was a picture of $5,000 in cash. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought that this was an absolute scam, but I wanted to entertain this. I thought that it would make for great content, exposing a scammer, whatever. Deborah definitely is one of them for everybody saying Deborah. Ironically, this person and Deborah, I believe, have the same last name. Very crazy. So, this dude reaches out with an email that says $5,000. Long story short, the email says, hey, I want to send you $5,000. Why in the world would you want to just send me $5,000? Why would you ever want to send anybody just $5,000? But this guy, his name was Will. And really, Will is a name that I want to resonate with After Prison Show for a long time. It definitely should. So Will would write me an email saying, hey, man, I want to send you $5,000. Don't know me from Adam. I don't know who you are. I don't know if this is legit or not. So I'm like, hell yeah, man, absolutely. I rock with what you do. I think what you do is awesome. I want to send you $5,000. I know you're trying to get married. I know it could help. Okay? Sure, send that. No sooner than I tell this dude to send this, he's like, okay, well, where do I send it to? And I'm not comfortable giving anybody my address, and I can't give him the P.O. box number. I don't remember why. Maybe we didn't. I know we had the P.O. box then, but maybe I didn't even feel like going over to the P.O. box. The P.O. box was pretty far away. So what I did was I ended up giving him the address to the office of the apartment that I used to live at. So I give him the address. I'm like, yeah, you can send it here. He was like, okay, well, I'm going to overnight this to you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Long story short, the next day I go into the office and there is a, priority mail envelope. Just a regular little big priority mail envelope. And I open up this envelope and inside of this is $5,000 in cash. And I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, this is crazy. So I call Will and I'm like, yo, man, I got this money that you sent me. I can't believe that you sent this. Why did you send this? And Will was an older dude, and he was like, all about paying it forward and just a really goddamn good dude. And I hate this, the way that this sounds because this guy sent me $5,000. It makes him this amazing dude. But, to do that for anybody, man, like that's crazy. So I got this $5,000 in cash. We made a video about it. I believe we made a fucking video about it. Like somebody just sent me fucking $5,000. Maybe we made a video about it. I know we made a video. And I would use this money for my wedding. I would use this money for Cody because Cody was going to the prom with his girlfriend. I would use this money for Dave, and I believe the way that I used this money for Dave was in relation to that moped that we got him. There was a lot of things that we did with this money. I didn't just spend all of this money myself. We divvied this out pretty decently throughout After Prison Show. This helped with some payroll. This really helped us out a lot. And it was crazy. I would talk with Will probably like once a week or, once every couple of days. I talked with him when I was down in New Orleans, the very first trip that I took after prison. I talked with him when I was in Clearwater. I talked with him leading up to the wedding. He talked with Dave. He talked with everybody. Like, he really rocked with the After Prison Show. Crazy, right? Well, over time, I would lose contact with Will, and I don't remember, like, what happened. The calls would come less often. I would be busy. I can guarantee you, I probably was like, busy and forgetting about talking to this guy, which is very shitty of me, but it's probably the truth. And I remember I got an email from this guy because I was looking back in the emails when the reason I'm telling y'all this story. So I'm looking back at the emails yesterday, and like one of the last emails I saw from him was like, "Hey, things have been chaotic. Don't give up on me, yada yada." And this was like 2 or 3 years, like 2 years ago, right? When I'm getting this email, so I can't. Hold on one second. Damn it. What's going on, man? Okay. Yeah, but not right this second. Can you take care of it? I can just give you cash for it. I mean, is it going to be something like that? Yeah, only because I'm in the middle of this live stream right now, and I don't want to deal with that right this second. Hey, I appreciate it. I'll be over there as soon as I get done with this. Appreciate it. All right. Bye. So anyways, that was Brian right there making another trip to Lowe's. Jesus Christ. All right, so anyways, long story short, I checked this email. Like, I can't remember why we lost contact, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, very unfortunate. Fast forward to yesterday, you know, Cody's editing a video. I'm looking at something. I got done filming. I'm just sitting there, and Cody was like, "Hey, do you remember Will?" And I said, "Yeah, I remember Will." And he says, well, somebody just messaged us. Actually, they messaged us like 2 weeks ago. We didn't even fucking see it till yesterday. Will passed away. Don't know, don't know how he died. He was an older dude. I knew he had some health problems. And, man, I'm going to read you guys the message that I received. And it's unfortunate that, you know, I didn't see this message, or we didn't even find out about this message till yesterday. This message came, God bless it. This was like 2 weeks ago we got this. This was sent to us on the After Prison fan page. I mean, not the fan page, the After Prison Facebook page. We get a lot of messages about a lot of different things. To be honest with you, it's probably the worst way to try to contact me. And this thing was buried. So here we go right here. All right, so this message came in on December the 20th, 2019, 9:15 p.m. And it would say, Joe, sorry to tell you that Will from New Jersey has passed. I am using his phone to send you this. He is the one that sent a very generous gift in all capital letters. You in turn sent him an orange sweatshirt and a canvas of the Couch cartoon with a letter of thanks on the back. Do you remember? He spent countless hours watching your YouTube videos. You and he spoke on the phone. Give a shout out to Will. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. It's fucking sad. But give a special shout out to Will's spirit. May he rest in peace. Merry Christmas. And again, this message was sent to me 5 days before Christmas. And I was just seeing it, Cody just found it yesterday. And the person who sent this was his live-in ex-girlfriend and life partner. I would go to Will's Facebook page, and Will post, just random things about like ships. And there was quite a few responses from her to people after his passing, just saying, hey, she was like handling his business, tying up his business affairs. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about Will. Will was a very generous person, sent $5,000 in cash to us here at After Prison Show. Will would tell me about other people in his life. I don't remember if it was, family. I'm pretty sure it was family, who would always look to him with their hands out for money. Will took care of quite a few people, helped out quite a few people financially, helped us out. Didn't have to do that at all. When Will sent me this $5,000, I think to myself at the time, I'm like, first of all, I tell the guy, sure, go ahead and send that. Looking back on it in hindsight, that money could have gone somewhere so much better than us. I didn't even need the money, to be honest with you. I didn't need it. And I only said to send it because I honestly didn't know that it was for real. I thought it was a scam. It wasn't like people were just fucking reaching out, sending us $5,000 in cash on a regular basis. I was convinced it was not legit. But he sent it. And I tried to do good things with that money. I probably spent $2,000 of that on my wedding, and then the rest went to people who were a part of After Prison Show. And I'm sure it was more than just the people that I mentioned. But Will was a very, very generous person. I mean, if you want to talk about just a really fucking good person, and forget the money. The money, of course, is a big part of it. But man, like just talking with this dude and hearing the things that he would talk about, like how he was trying to help people and why he started rocking with After Prison Show. Because I think he had a son that was a continuous fuck up and was continuously looking to him for money, and he was trying and bending over backwards and buying cars and, thousands and thousands of dollars to try to help this dude get on the right track. To no avail, at least up until that time. And hopefully this dude gets his shit together or has gotten his shit together by this point. And I think that's what was a big part of what brought Will to After Prison Show. And, something that's interesting, because we got so many different people who rock with us, people who have served time, family members of people who have served time, or people who just think that I'm funny, whatever it may be. One genre of individuals who rock with After Prison Show are people who can relate to either me or Dave, and not even really relate, but like almost look at us as like, and I don't care how this sounds, it's the damn truth. They almost look at us like we're their kids. Like we remind them of their kids who are fucking up. They see a lot of us in their kids and their kids in us. And Will was an example of that as well. So what I'm going to do, because I don't know what I can do, in an effort to honor this dude's memory, who was so fucking generous to After Prison Show beyond what we needed or deserved, is I'm going to do something. Like I thought about what could I do? And folks, I want to let you know, like this absolutely fucked me up when I read this yesterday. When I read this message that we saw like 2 weeks too late, I mean, it's fucked me up. It damn near brought me to tears. I mean, it's kind of had me kind of beside myself since reading this. And I know that y'all who rock with the Bobo, a lot of people who rock with the Bobo because of my manic, like, fucking state that I get in. And I know I can sound like the most egotistical piece of fucking shit that there is. I've become that in a lot of ways. And it's not because I feel like I'm better than anybody, or it's like I'm getting... I think it's because I'm just so beyond sick to death of this world and social media. Like, that's what's legitimately pushed me to my breaking point. I deserve to be in the mental asylum that the guy, Tom, is, that we talked about just recently. I'm fucking beyond cracked. But it's things like this fucking tragic situation of this man who passed, who did something so fucking generous for us, that reminds me that there still are people in this world who are genuine and just good, wholesome, fucking solid people. So it kind of gives me a chance to like remember that and think about that. And I want to always be reminded of that. And because of that, I want to do something. What do? I ask all of you. Like, what do? I thought about like rocking some fucking Will merch for After Prison Show. And I don't even care if nobody bought it or rocked it. But I would. This is a guy that just rocked with After Prison Show. I mean, in a major way. Was so just... it meant the world to this guy to talk with me on the phone, to talk with Dave, to feel like he was one of us. Like, we, for the brief time, for maybe a couple of months that, I would have these weekly or twice a week phone calls with this dude. Maybe it made him feel like, he was a part of this craziness that has been this little fucking YouTube journey. Hey, Will, I'm down here in fucking Clearwater, man. I'm on my honeymoon, man. God bless it. Like, who would ever thought I would see this type of shit? I also thought about like a little fund, right? A Will McAuliffe and I don't think that's how you pronounce his last name. It's something along them lines. Fund. You know, something that definitely went towards something good. But regardless, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. I am going to do something. I'm going to do something pretty quick and pretty lasting and pretty important. Because we have gotten away quite a bit from, you know, what After Prison Show is. Like helping people and doing our little meet and greets and, well, not meet and greets, but like meeting people and hearing their story and working with them. And, you know, the reason for that is because After Prison Show is evolving and we're not going to go backwards. The time of, you know, the GoFundMes and the pity parties is over. It's all about, hey, look, I fucking made it, and you can too. If you put down the motherfucking dope and the crack stem and the light bulb that you're smoking the meth out of, you can fucking do something with your goddamn life. But with that, you know, maybe we do make some Will merch, take the proceeds raised from those sales, and just donate those proceeds directly to something else that's set up to help other people. Maybe like the Boys and Girls Club or something along those lines. So that's that. A very special shout out to Will. I almost wore a white t-shirt, and I got a white t-shirt on this morning, but I almost wore a white t-shirt this morning and just wrote in a black Sharpie marker this man's name. Because I want to carry the memory of this man's name. And maybe that sounds a little too Braveheart-esque, a little too fucking dramatic. But honestly, this man, he deserves it. He deserves it from me for sure. Because this dude was a perfect stranger that just sent me $5,000 for nothing. And I don't give a fuck if people are like, Joe, what the fuck? You know, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than, you know, how somebody might react to the situation. This man deserves my absolute in memory of. So thank you guys for allowing me to share that. I know that was kind of, you know, hard hitting, but it is what it is. And you know what's crazy about the Bobo? Wavy Bear asked how old was he when he passed, Joe. I believe he was in his late 50s, maybe. I'm pretty sure he was in his late 50s. Let me go look at his Facebook page. Oh, shit. You know what? I'll just share it with y'all. We'll go look at it together. And that way, if you guys want to say anything. So we're on Will's Facebook page right here. There's no... music was a big thing to this dude. I remember he would share music with me. I believe this is Will right here. It's crazy to think that I don't even know what he looks like. Oh, this is gonna make me cry.
You're not well served, please step aside. You've done your best work, Lord knows you tried. I hope you'll be happy for the rest of your days, tending to the roses out on Lover's Lane.
All right, well, Lord. But this is Will's page right here. A lot of people talking about, I'm sorry to hear of Willie's passing. We met through, you know, they're just sharing memories of this dude. So, very crazy. Very fucking crazy. So, yeah, we're going to do something good for this dude. He definitely deserves that from us, and I'm going to be doing that. All right, moving on before I... Moving on. Jengar says don't want the trolls on his page. I mean, if you get trolls on that page, I mean, you're just the worst type of a person, but it is what it is. I'm sure there would be people who would go visit that and just say, hey, What you did for After Prison Show is very fucking awesome. All right, folks, moving on. I got to get beyond that because literally that joint's got me ready to tear up, and I can't be on that type of time today. Allie says, Joe, do a similar gesture when you get farther in the house flipping game. Really great idea right there. And most certainly, McCalla. Thank you, Mr. Radio Voice. You know I ain't too good with the names. So anyways, ironically, talking about money and the money that this man sent to me and how I didn't even need it when he sent it to me. Boy, money sure is the topic of conversation right now because yesterday we would end up filming a video. The topic really was, the budget for the house. Are we going to be able to stay under budget? And ironically, we are. I was worried about that yesterday. I was really worried about staying under budget. And a couple of things would happen yesterday that kind of were like a roller coaster. And it's all in this video that we had just filmed. But the first thing was, I'm worried about the money. I'm worried about the budget. I'm really worried about the budget. Our budget was $30,000 on the house. We are getting dangerously close to that, or to $30,000 being what we're going to need to spend, if not more. Well, yesterday I would receive a phone call from my tax accountant, bookkeeper person, and I got a new accountant. And I hate taxes. God, I hate them. But anyways, long story short, yesterday I would have to begin paying this fucking mountain of taxes. And that total yesterday was $35,000. Matter of fact, I had known that it was supposed to be $35,000. It's really more than that. It's really more. I can't afford to pay more than that right now, though. It's really like 40-something thousand, like high 40s. Because I know after the 35, there was like another 11 left, and I was like, yo, fuck that shit. They can get it from the rough. I'll pay it in installment plans, right? So I knew there was this $35,000 that I was going to have to pay before the 15th or the 13th, some fucking day this month. So my accountant calls me yesterday. She was like, hey, Joe, guess what? Great news. I said, what? You found a way to evade these motherfuckers? Because I'm all for it. Tell me about them banks over there in Panama. I mean, I ain't talking about no big time money here. I'm only talking about this type of money. But look, hey, where can we put this shit at? She was like, no, fuck no, Joe. You don't want to go to federal prison. Don't I, though? Joe, you need to go back to prison. You're running out of prison shit to talk about. I'm beyond it. She said, Joe, I got great news. I said, what? She said, I found a way. Well, I crunched the numbers, and you don't have to pay $35,000 right now. I said, woman, you are a godsend. You are a godsend. Let me call up 1-800-PRO-FLOWERS right now and get you a rose bouquet dropped off on your fucking desk, some Tony Soprano bullshit. You found a way. I mean, because I ain't heard not one motherfucking tax break yet. Hey, I bought a house last year. Well, it don't matter. You make too much. Hey, me and my wife spent $35,000 on IVF. Well, it doesn't matter because it's not fucking, based upon your income, it's not enough. There's no tax breaks. None. Nothing. She said, hey, Joe, I found a way. I found out that you do not need to pay $35,000. I said, woman, you are unbelievable. Unbelievable. She said, yeah, no, you don't got to pay $35,000. Instead, what you need to pay is $34,947. Oh, you saved me like $50? $50. Shit. Hey, thanks, yo. Thanks. That don't even cover like 1 hour of your service. But thank you. Thank you. God damn. You saved me $50 fucking dollars. Yo, I will roll up a 50 and smoke a motherfucking a fucking prison roll up out that shit. That shit don't mean a goddamn thing. $50? So, funny enough, you know, she's my accountant, so she's got she's got the access to my bank account, which I really don't like. So she was like, look, Joe, we got to pay it. We just need to go ahead and do it now. I said, well, fuck it. Just do it already. Just fucking do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Just pull the trigger. Do you hit the button or do I hit it? She was like, I do it, Joe. I do it. And then that money just goes vamoose. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, Georgie. Goodbye. I said, fucking do it already. She did it, and my bank blocked that shit like a motherfucking field goal attempt. I mean, we went right over the line. Jumped the line. That's a flag on the play, but we blocked that kick. Boom! That shit ain't going nowhere. Whoa, 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 whoa. What you think you doing, though? What you think you doing? That shit ain't going nowhere. Thank you. Thank you, bank. Thank you. Regardless, today I got to figure that out. I got to figure that out and get those fucking taxes paid because you got to do it by the book, and I fucking hate that. I hate that. But whatever. And like I said, that's not even everything. That's not even everything, right? So there's still like another 11,000, and that's not even guaranteed to be everything. So anyways, let me tell you my brilliant idea. Okay, now first, here it is. Today we are filming that video that I talked about, and unfortunately, it is fucking real. I am, breaking news, folks, I'm broke, okay? I am broke. Broke. I mean, I'm fucked up in the game. I am fucked up. I bought a house all cash, $35,000. 35 grand, though. I put all these repairs into the house. Straight cash. And then I got to pay all these taxes. I'm broke. I'm fucked up. I mean, there's a video idea. I spent $100,000 in less than a month. Who does that, though, unless you like Future, some kind of a rapper? Fuck. But, you know, funny thing about it is I'm fucking broke, and so, you know, we got a plan with my taxes. My taxes are supposed to be because of this new tax person. You know, I got to take a salary, right? I don't want to take a salary. I'm not a CEO, CFO, COO. I'm none of that shit, okay? I don't know how other YouTubers do this shit who are successful, but, like, this can't be right. This can't, like, how you doing it, Mr. Beast? Oh, you're planting trees, and you're giving it away, though. Give it away, give it away, give it away, though. You got you a shark. I need one. Who your tax people? So anyways, so they want to set me up on this salary, which means like monthly I take X percent. And I told my tax accountant yesterday, I said, and that salary talk you was talking about, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You know why? You know why? Because I'm going to buy another house. I'm broken. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to buy another house. All cash. Fuck you and the goddamn IRS and them taxes. Fuck you. This shit makes me mad for real. So, I'm going to buy another house. Probably, and hopefully it doesn't happen like this. It could happen before I sell this house. Like it could. But it's not a guarantee. I got to find the house. But the game plan is I want to buy it because I don't want to be waiting on houses. I'm trying to make like houses like growing marijuana. For those of you who know, you need to have your cycles separated. That way you can harvest your yield while, another one is just entering into budding season. You gotta separate it a little bit. So, I get smoked yesterday like a motherfucking crack rock, 35 grand though. I get to the house and I feel like my pants are around my ankle and my ass hurts. Like I'm fucked up. I'm like, God damn, I can't even I'm in a state of shock. I'm in a state of shock, right? Brian comes up to me and he's like, hey, Joe, you got a second? I'm like, what? Huh? He's like, yeah, we got to talk about like where we are in the house because shit's moving quickly. Folks, shit's moving quickly. We're spending $1,000 a day on the house. $1,000 a day? That's how fast shit's getting done in this crib. So Brian comes up to me and he's like, yo, man, I want to shoot something to you. And he's like, look, here is what I'm going to charge you to finish the house. And I'm like, Brian, I don't know. This ain't really a good time, Brian. Like, God bless it, man. I just got, God, it hurts to sit down right now. Can we talk about this later? Well, Brian, shows me this number, and I've got a number too. Like, my number is X amount, and then I know that Brian's going to have a number. So he shows me this number, and really, folks, this number is unbelievably low. Low. And he was like, yeah, so, if you go for this and you let me do all of these jobs, here's what I'm going to charge you in total. And he was like, and if you do this, I'm even going to knock off X amount, and it's only going to be this amount. And, folks, this is like a deal that you just can't pass up. It's a shitload of money, but it's so fucking worth it to get this man to do this. So I'm like, yeah, man, okay. I said, but I got to pay you in installment plans too, because, I am fucked up in the game. And I am. I'm fucked up. So it's so fucked up, in fact, that I can no longer afford Pee-wee. Can't do it. Can't afford Paul. Can't do it. I can't afford no labor at all right now, except for what I'm paying Brian. That's it. I can only afford to pay Brian, and I got to kind of like draw this out. This house could legitimately be ready probably by the end of the month. Everything. I mean, we're getting ready to start putting this bathroom together today. Tub, we just bought the tub, the toilet. We're ready to do the backsplash tile in there. He's ready to do the tile floor. I got the vanity ordered and on the way. This man has done every fucking job in this house so far. He has done the jacks underneath the house. He put 9 of them under there. He did the joist work. He did the subfloor. He did all of the plumbing, ripped out all of the old plumbing, put the brand new plumbing in there. He put all of the electrical in there, ripped out all of the old electrical, put the new electrical in there. He tore the fucking chimney down in about an hour. I mean, this dude is straight up like fucking Paul Bunyan here. Like, dude is a beast. And look, and people know this shit too. He told me yesterday. He's like, look, Joe, it's crazy because like on my TikTok, he's like, a lot of people have started following me now because of After Prison Show. And he says, but what's crazy is I'll follow them back and then they'll send me a message and tell me, hey, I got a construction company in Chesapeake. How much would it cost me for you to leave Joe and come work? Don't be trying to steal my man. Y'all trying to steal my man. He already told me he ain't going nowhere. He already told me he ain't going nowhere. Until the job is done, he said he'll take some side work until I get another house. And he's got a guy that can help me get another house. He's like, yo, I got a dude right now up in Richmond who will give you a hard money loan. And I learned all about that yesterday. It's basically like a loan shark, and I don't really want to go that route. So regardless, he's getting a lot of shit done. I mean, just a little while ago, he called me. He's at Lowe's right now. I've given him the box truck. He's got that so he can go pick shit up when he needs it. And, man, just really helping get this project done. So, crazy enough, I am fucking broke. Very, very broke. And I'm not asking y'all for no money. Let me get it from the ad revenue when I make this video called I'm Broke. And the haters come along and say, yes, I knew it. I might even hit the water bottle tears a little bit. I can't believe it. Like, I thought I knew what I was doing. God, how did I do this? My wife is legitimately scared. I mean, she's scared. She's really scared. She's like, yo, we're eating like, we're not eating out. We got to like be very frugal. Last night she made dinner. I wanted to take a picture and tweet it, yo, because it looked like some motherfucking, like, some, you're kind of struggling type of a dinner. A couple slices of bread, some fucking frozen goddamn banquet TV dinner shit. So, Q9, thank you very much. I whitelisted your whole channel on ad block. I don't know if that means you helped us or, You just said forget the ads, but thank you. I mean, those ads legitimately do help us. So regardless, it is a crazy feeling, and I'm gonna share this with you. I am very, very broke right now. But I'm going to relate this and equate this to when I quit my job at the concrete pouring job to go do YouTube full time. I quit my job before I ever even got paid for the first time from YouTube. I took a chance, all right? And that worked out. Will every chance that I take work out? There's no guarantee that that's going to be the case, and probably in more times than not, it won't. Cleaning business failed. Moped rental business failed. Moving company failed. Oh, shit, we got a move coming up on Saturday. I forgot about that. Connor's also moving into his first house. He bought a house. I got to go buy him a couch. Let me tell you that story real quick. So mind you, I know that I'm going to be broke. Like, I've been talking to you guys vaguely about it, but to everybody else, I've been kind of trying to put that bug in their ear like, yo, Wells Fargo is shutting down, going fucking belly up in like T-minus a week. It's the worst feeling in the world to know that you're about to be broke. Fuck just all of a sudden ending up broke or realizing that you are broke, but when you realize you're about to be broke, that shit is a horrible feeling. And then you know you can avoid it. You know you can avoid it. All you got to do is just not pay them people. You know them people I'm talking about too. Them people. Connor called me. He came over on Christmas. We had a little Christmas party. Really small Christmas party. But anyways, he came over and he was like, yo, so I close on my house on the 13th, which is this Saturday. He's like, I'm moving in. I'm having a housewarming party. Or maybe he closes this week and he moves in on Saturday. He's like, but I don't have anything at all. I said, Connor, don't worry about it, homeboy. Because, see, Joe's so used to having the money that I'd just be quick to just offer it up. Hey, don't even worry about it. I got you. What you need? Well, I kind of need everything. Okay, well, I'm going to go get you a couch. I'm saying you probably need a couch, right? So I offered to buy the man a couch. That was like on the 14th of December. Well, last week, Connor would call me. He was like, hey, just reminding you I'm moving on Saturday. He was like, and just wanted to know if the offer still stood about the couch. I said, it absolutely does, Connor. It sure does, because I said that I'd do it. Oh, God, it does. It does. Oh, it does. It does. Connor, I said, yeah, it absolutely does. I said, I do got to get ready to pay my taxes. That's $35,000 just for this first little installment. I said, and I have bought a house with cash, and I have been spending $1,000 a day on at a minimum on the repairs for this house. I said, but I absolutely will be buying you a couch. Big Mama VA says, Salvation Army couch, Joe, you better bet it private all-star that offer up couch. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be pulling up with that couch. It ain't going to be brand new. It'll be a $100 couch. And we're going to make a video about it. I bought my homeboy a couch. I'm going to flex a little bit and let people talk shit. Joe, you cheap bastard. God, I can't even afford it. Hell, if I could, I would. I mean, look, and that's what the title of this Bobo is. I hope we make it to the finish line. How crazy is it? And it might not even be that crazy. Chief Bob asked what happened to the 9 in your garage. I do have a garage right now with probably 3 couches in there. I got a garage still. But they're all like picked up on the side of the road couches. Bed bugs probably. Like I can't get my homeboy that shit. I've just been waiting to take him to the dump. So look, the crazy thing about it is, we just uploaded the video yesterday talking about a major problem with the house, the electrical. The electrical's fucking done. Like, that shit is fucking shit hot. We got USB GFCs up in the house. GFIs up in the house. Like, you can plug your goddamn phone into that bitch and charge it. This house was built in 1941 with asbestos sided, and we got USB chargers built into the wall. So, anyways, we just did the video yesterday talking about another major problem with the house. Well, the crazy thing is there really ain't no problems left with the house. We've seen everything. We know what we need to do. I'm not putting a roof on the house. You can go fuck yourself with your roof when you come and you're like, yeah, so we got somebody who wants to buy the house, but they want a roof. Fuck you. I done put brand new everything in this motherfucker. Brand new HVAC, brand new foundation, brand new floors, brand new lights and electrical and plumbing, brand new tankless water heating. You talking about a goddamn roof? Ain't even no leak in that motherfucker. You do the roof. You do the roof. Oh, God. Whew, shit. All sorts of messages I don't want to see. Cody's late. My tax lady's like, hey, I think they finally took that money. Brian's like, yo, you don't even want to see this bill. So I hope we make it to the finish line. You would imagine that when you get into a house, you run across problems that you're like, damn, that shit's going to take us a while to get that shit fixed. Well, I guess we've run across the most cliche of them, well, the most common of them all, and that is the fact that I don't even know if we can afford to get to the finish line. I don't know if we can. We can almost get there. So basically what I feel like is this. This is what I feel like. This is the analogy I want to use for where we stand with the house. We're about 30 feet below water, okay? 30 feet below water, about $30,000 in repairs. This analogy is making a little bit of sense. Let's say we're about 30 feet below water. And I've been smoking Newports since I was born. I came out the motherfucking womb with a motherfucking port between my lips. Nah, you can't get this short, homeboy. 30 feet below water, got no breath for I ain't got no wind. I can't even climb up the stairs without becoming short-winded. And we're just trying to hurry up and get to the surface before we don't make it. Folks, I swear to God, I feel like we about to get right below the surface. I can see the sunlight flickering right below the water line. We're trying to get up there. But I need to take a breath so bad. So bad. And we die right before we hit the surface. Game over. You ran out of time. You failed that mission. Wasted. Wasted. Son of a bitch. Hope that's not the case. Now, mind you, my wife, she's like freaking out about this. She's like, yo, what the fuck? She was like, I trust you. I know that you wouldn't leave us fucked up, right? And I'm like, yeah, hey, sometimes you got to take a gamble, though. You got to roll them dice. So I keep trying to reassure her and myself by saying that, hey, won't this be a great story that we'll be able to look back and tell people about, like how we made it? Our first house, we bought a house without a fucking kitchen in it, without even a fucking a kitchen design. We bought our first house needed everything. Who buys a house to flip that needs everything? You know who buys that house? The guy that tears that bitch down to the fucking ground and builds a brand new one. No bullshit. When I got that $8,000 quote for that foundation work, I started Googling how much does it cost to build a 1,000 square foot home. So, Private All-Star says time to sell out and do some cringe TikToks. I could take a line from Brian's TikTok. I don't mean that to be a shot, but somebody did say his TikTok is cringe. It kind of is, but it is what it is. Joe says Joe might be broke, but he's not broke. I'm damn near broke. I'm damn near Brokeback Mountain. Ass all sorts of hanging out right now. So we're going to make this video. I got to make this video because it is what it is. But look, like how crazy will it be to look back on all of this and say, look how we started with this. Like we literally went into the red with our first house. And this is almost like a recipe for disaster right here. It almost is. But you got to, look, with something like this, this is a major, major fucking gamble. Major gamble. And I'm just hopeful that in the end it all works out. Now, let's just say, and I don't know if I've told y'all or not. I always talk about like how much we're going to try to sell the house for. MTK says, does Rainey watch the Bobo? She does sometimes, but she works and she's got a really busy job, so she don't get to watch it all the time, and that's kind of good. I don't really like it would be a lot of pressure if I knew that she was watching this. So anyways, I forgot what I was going to say. I read this comment that says if you're a grown man on TikTok, you're a pedophile, and I can understand that rationale right there, but there are a lot of grown folks on TikTok doing a lot of shit. I told Brian what he needs to be doing is how-to videos. I mean, the man knows how to do everything, showcase how to build a bathroom. That's what's going to take over on TikTok. Motherfuckers doing cooking videos and prison content, and, so be it. I even got a TikTok. I'm whack. But it is what it is. I don't really be doing the little dumb shit, but I just try to put I got one after prison show video up there. It's not really that good. Regardless, folks, we're in a little bit of a crunch mode right now, and hopefully we're gonna make it to the finish line. That's all I can say. I'm gonna go ahead and move beyond that. Chief Bob says, how much you gonna sell the house for? Oh yeah, that's where I was going. One final thing. I'm trying to sell the house for $110,000. The house is only 775 square feet. It's in a city where there's a murder almost every single day, but it's in a good part of that city. There's a brand new neighborhood. Houses starting in the mid-200s, 2 streets over. There's another house that's getting flipped 1 street over. Similar to my house, they done built a whole fucking they built probably at least a 500 square foot addition on this motherfucker. Houses in this area are in the 100s. There's 2 brand new houses at the end of the street. I want to sell it for $110. And, if we take 100, maybe, we'll just have to see. Really, I guess it's just going to be, hey, look, does the house sell? Good deal. Let's move on to the next one. Joey Number says, you going to fix the shed? Fuck the shed. Not going to fix it. And the reason for that is it's just added expense that, hey, you got a shed in your backyard. If you don't like it, fix it. All it takes is a fucking piece of plywood. Put a piece of plywood on that shit. I ain't got time for it, and that's more added expense. But, and forgive me. I said I was done with the house, but I wanted to share this with you guys. I said that I can no longer afford to have Pee-wee or any kind of additional labor on the house. Yeah, I mean, that is the case. But I did learn this as well, too. Folks, we spent $12,000 before we got anywhere, for real. And a lot of that money went to bullshitting and dicking around. Paying guys to come over and dick around. Now, granted, we were working, but we weren't working. And a lot of that money just got pissed away on labor that we didn't need, on people who were just standing around. And there were people who took advantage of the situation, don't get me wrong. My new guy, Paul, took advantage of the situation. Pee-wee took advantage of the situation a couple of times. And what I mean by that is I would say, yo, I can only work you for half a day. I'm going to pay you now, and then I got to go. Here's what I want you to get done, and then shit wouldn't get done. And I knew I was wrong by paying them and leaving, but I legitimately had to. There was no way I could go back and forth because I had to get back and, work on the videos. I told Pee-wee to cut the grass the other day, clean up the yard. That was the day before yesterday. It took him 2 days and $100 to get that yard cleaned up. Didn't like that. And then he lied to Brian about the situation. As soon as I left, he told Brian, okay, well, I'm gone. I'll be back tomorrow. I just paid the man. And I'm not saying nothing bad about Pee-wee, okay? This is just what it is. I fuck with the dude. It's not like I'm done with the guy. But, I would do the same damn thing. If you ain't really getting a whole lot of work, you've already been paid, fuck it. I'll come back and finish it tomorrow. And to be fair, you know, he did end up coming back and finishing it yesterday, but I had to pay him again. So there's that. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Bobo. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to rock with this. I did have plans on playing that game here on the Bobo. I tried to download the game, and I don't think it downloaded. I don't know what's going on with that. So that's kind of got me a little worried right there. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Don't know what happened there. All right, folks, thank you so much for taking the time to rock with the Bobo. I truly hope you guys have an awesome day. Today is Wednesday. It's hump day. Got a good video coming for you guys today. We talked about this on the Bobo the other day about, I'm pretty sure this is the video that's coming, about dudes who have gotten locked up who have either been a part of After Prison Show or people who I've talked about. Well, this video is completely only about the one guy, Tom. And basically what I do in this video is I introduce this guy that a lot of people might not know, tell the story of this dude, where he is now, and this is a really powerful video. There's definitely some comedy in this video, but it's a really powerful video at the same time. And pretty sure that's going to be the video that's going for today. There's also going to be a video on Facebook. Make sure y'all check that video out too. What I'm doing now, because the Bobo is so fucking lit, I'm literally downloading the Bobo almost every single day, chopping up, highlights from the Bobo and making those Facebook videos. And we're also going to start doing that possibly weekly. Big Dave, abso-fucking-lutely. Big Dave, abso-fucking-lutely. That is where my mind is right now. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing it like Fortnite highlights on YouTube, because the Bobo, I'm going to be honest with you, the Bobo goes a lot harder than YouTube goes in terms of the videos. And I want to do a weekly rewind of shit that we talked about on the Bobo, the highlights of the week on the Bobo. Folks, the video that I'm getting ready to, Chief Bob, good point. The video that I'm getting ready to put up on Facebook today is called I Met the Neighbors, and I think he's casing the house. We talked about that on the Bobo, so be on the lookout for that. Hard-hitting, powerful, straight-up making fun of crackheads type of a video. You guys will love it. Have a great one, folks. I'm going to talk with you guys again a little bit later and tomorrow. And also make sure, if you're not following me on Twitter, if you have a Twitter, follow me there, because I do live streams sometimes in the afternoons. And that's where I got the puppies outside. I do a little outside with the puppies type of a live stream. Shout out to you guys. Have a great one. I'll talk with you. Oh, yeah. At Joe P. Guerrero on Twitter. Have a great day. I'll talk with you guys again later. And until then, peace.